What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do form tracking in Google Analytics 4. So pretty easy setup to do. There's a few different ways that you can do it, and I'll show you a couple of different options as far as tracking, just so you can do it within the way that works best for you. Basically, the first starting point: install Google Analytics or Google Analytics 4, and also install Google Tag Manager. So I went over on a previous video how to install Google Analytics 4, how to install Google Tag Manager, and basically how to link them together and install Google Tag Manager with Google Analytics 4. Not really linked together, but install Google Analytics 4 with Google Tag Manager. So once you have them installed, then you're basically ready to start tracking your forms. You're obviously going to need a form first and foremost. So in this case, this is simple WordPress website. This form is through the plugin SureForms. So if we edit with Elementor and go in the background, go into our dashboard really quick. Basically, this is just a simple form that came with the plugin, I think. I don't even know if I created it. If we go over here to Forms, Simple Contact Form, if we click on Edit, so over here they have form settings, and one of the things you can do is a form confirmation. So basically, confirmation type, I redirect my form to a thank you page. So when somebody does fill it out, and it wasn't working recently, but let's see if it works today. When somebody does fill it out, you should automatically go, so we'll do it on another page. Okay, because it doesn't want to work on my other browser. If we click here, this will actually bring you directly to the thank you page. This is what my thank you pages look like. I usually put another call button there because I want to get the customers on the phone when it comes to lead generation. So thank you page, one option. The other option is just having the form just sit on the same page, and you can also track that as well. So both of those will generally track just fine, and I'll show you how. So we'll come back over here. We have our form all set up. You can have it go to another page. If not, I'll show you how to track that. Basically, what I would recommend doing is, I guess we'll start with, this is how to do this in Google Analytics 4. Personally, I like using Google Tag Manager. So I'm going to start in Google Analytics 4 showing how to do this. Basically, in your Google Analytics 4, you're going to go to your admin page, and you're going to go to your events. So at this point, we've installed Google Analytics 4. We have our contact form on our website. If it redirects, great. If not, I'll show you what to do. So what we want to do first is we want to create an event. So we're going to do create event here. And in this one, what you want to do is name your event. Now, there is an automatic event in Google Ads called Form Start, and then an automatic one called Form Submit. We're not going to use either of those. So what I would generally recommend doing is, I usually just call it like lead form submit, just so you have it a little bit different, or you could do lead form submission, just so you don't have form submit at all. Lead form submission, this is usually how I set it up. Mark as a key event, set this as a default key value of 1. And then I usually count these once per session, because if it's once an event, every time a user interaction happens, I don't need every time that somebody refreshes my thank you page or fills out my form 20 times that it continues to count. Just count it once with that particular session, because that's all that, it's one form to me, even if somebody fills out 4 times. So we could do this really simply: create without code, page view, URL contains, and all we have to do in here is put thank you. So if you do redirect to a thank you page, just set thank you. For lead form submission, when somebody loads a page on your website that contains thank you. So that's perfect. We can click on create, and we are all set. So it's really that simple to track this if you are using that. Now, one of the things that you're going to see is if we go to admin over here and we go over to our actual data stream and we click on our data stream here and we scroll down, we could actually see what some of our events are. You can modify events, create custom events. So these are ones that I have in here. Lead form submission. This is one I just did in the previous video. You'll see measuring here. So if we click on configure enhanced measurement, you'll see as long as form interactions is tracked here, then what happens when somebody does fill out your form is it should send a form submission notification. So what it should do is actually say, okay, this person came to your website and actually submitted your form, and it's going to send an event called form_submit. I don't have enough of them, so it's not actually showing within my actual events here. But basically what we can do is we can, through Google Tag Manager, what we can do is we can say, okay, we want to create a Google Analytics 4 event for form submit. Now you might be like, how do I know if that's actually tracking correctly? So the way to do that is going to be, we're going to come back here. So what we can do is we could actually open up our Google Tag Manager page for our website. We're going to click on preview. We're going to put our URL in here. And then what we want to do in here is, when somebody actually fills out our form, so what happens when you connect to Tag Assistant, if we come back here, you'll see these are some of the tags that are firing on our website. Tag Assistant will basically show what's happening on the website. This is step by step of everything that's happening on the website. If we come over here, I start doing my form. So test, and we come back, you'll see there is form start, these are events that are already starting to track when I'm filling out my form fields. So we'll do test@gmail.com, test again. And now we're still in the form start. And once we click on this submit text, there's a form submission action that's happening. The form submit event takes place. You'll see it right here. Submit. We have our submit lead form example. So this was working for my Google Ads conversion tracking, but form submit is a key event that you can actually use just to track every time that event happens. The way that I generally set this up in Tag Manager is coming over to our workspace, going to tags, new, we're going to say form submit Google tag configuration, Google Analytics 4, Google Analytics 4 event. We need our measurement ID. So let's come back over to our, this is why it's good to add your measurement ID as a variable, which I don't do all the time, but so measurement ID here, event name, I'm just going to call it form submit. Okay. So we're going to keep it just like that. The trigger is going to be, you can see it's right here. Trigger is going to be form submit event. Click on this, the trigger configuration. We are going to select custom event. We are going to do, you can see I've already done this, put form submit in here. Now, if you do all custom events, sometimes it doesn't take. So you can do form submit, some custom events, and just do when the page URL, in this case, it's on Corey's turf, just contains Corey's. This would work fine. Form submit when the page URL is somewhere on my website. Click on save. Okay, so now we have this going now as an event in Google Analytics 4. Now, this is a built-in Google Analytics 4 event, so you don't necessarily have to do this step, but it does get the event in there quicker. So if we come back over and we go to our events, you can see we don't have form submit in here yet, so we can create an event, form submit, mark as a key event, set as once per session. This will count twice now, so it's actually counting multiple times. That's fine in this account. I'm not really using it. Event name, it's not going to be event name page view. It's going to be view more options. And then it's going to be when the event name equals form submit. You don't have to do this again. This will automatically populate as you get forms submitted, but this is just a quicker way to do it. Create it. And now we have the key event created in here. And as they come in, you'll see this tracking much better and immediately, but it will track as soon as you start getting form start and form submit coming in. Those are automatic events in Google Analytics 4, but now we have them tracked in here. So you're able to basically say, okay, we have lead form submission, we have form submit. We should be able to say at the end of the month, how many of these came from our website. So this is how to track lead form submissions using Google Analytics 4, a little bit of how to do it using Google Tag Manager. The other way that you can actually set this up is Google Analytics 4 event, the same way that we did. Name that event, and then what you can do is just set, instead of your trigger being the event, you could actually just say our trigger is a page view when the page URL contains thank-you. So that goes to this tag. That's my request callback form. So that's basically how that's tracked, and then submit this, publish it. That will also track those into Google Analytics 4. And now we can actually import our Google Analytics 4 events into Google Ads. So that will be a separate video. I'm going to do another video about creating 5 different types of events in Google Analytics 4. And that will kind of wrap up our beginners, getting started with Google Analytics 4 and events, key events, getting it installed and just reading some of your initial data. So thanks for watching my video today. Make sure you join my premium members section if you're interested in some premium content. My Google Ads course is updated for 2026, available for $34.99 a year. Best deal on the internet, in my opinion. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and thank you for watching.